Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Animation Pilgrimage, where Whitney and I take a look at every single theatrically released animated film in chronological order. I'm Tennille.
And I am Whitney, and today we are taking a look at Queen Millennia from Toei of Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey look, it's blonde woman number 7. Is it 7? I don't know. They all look the same. Who is this artist?
This artist's name is Leiji Matsumoto.
Deiji Matsumoto. Figure out how to draw women other than this one woman that you draw for every woman and everything.
I mean, like, dude, I want to say I don't wish this artist any bad will. Like, I really don't. But there are a few specific things that are just reoccurring that keep coming up in his films in stories that I'm just like, dude, could you not? One of those being the character design is like always recycled, but the other is less like constant theme of child character having the hots for or being in love with older woman, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like in every one of his stories.
Yeah. Anyways, this movie does nothing new for this guy.
Yeah.
Like, this guy just is telling another story, another Galaxy Express 39, another Yamato, any of these movies, they're all the same.
Mm-hmm. And if you're going to watch any of them, you should definitely watch Yamato, because that's easily the best.
Yeah, because he wasn't in charge of story there.
Yeah.
He just did art direction for it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's do a plot synopsis.
Go for it.
So, this blonde woman is our titular character. She is Queen Millennia. She rules Earth for 1,000 years, and then she gets to go back to her home planet, La Metal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? She pretends to be a normal person. This is really dumb and stupid. But she's a teacher to this gremlin child, and also works for this gremlin child's equally gremlin uncle.
Do we want to talk about the gremlin child?
Yeah, let's look at this character design. Here's the character design without eyes.
Is yet again always in these movies, and I hate it every time.
Like, okay, I have put on screen an image of this character without the eyes on it. Now pause and figure out where you think the eyes should go.
What do you think they look like?
What do you think these eyes look like on this character design? Well, here's what they actually look like.
I bet you weren't expecting that!
Why are they so small and so high up on the face and so close together?
It's fucking weird!
It's not good. And his uncle also has the same design.
I hate it!
It's not good. I hate it.
It makes me viscerally uncomfortable.
Anyways, this child is our other main character.
Yeah.
The parents of this child die in a factory explosion like 30 minutes into this 2-hour film.
Yeah.
Nothing has happened up to that point.
I cannot emphasize enough how little happens in this movie and how slowly it gets to anything happening.
You know, those 3 sentences I explained are the first 30 minutes of this film.
That's 2 hours long.
Anyways, the parents die in a factory disaster. That sucks. Anyways, La Metal, the home planet, orbits and passes Earth every 1,000 years, which is why they send somebody to rule Earth for 1,000 years. Also, this planet is frozen for, I would say, 999 of those years. So these people are just in stasis bubbles most of the time. Anyways, they're sick of this shit. Who could have seen that coming?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would be too. I don't know how they developed enough as a society to get the technology to be in stasis.
I know.
That does kind of bother me. But
oh yeah, if their planet is frozen for 999 years,
right,
on end,
right?
How did they develop technology fast enough? How did this species evolve fast enough to be able to survive that?
Right, exactly.
Whatever, doesn't matter. This guy didn't think about it. We shouldn't either. They want eternal spring, aka they're going to kill all humans and steal their planet.
Yeah, they just want to steal Earth. To which I'm just like, okay, why? Just get off your shitty planet and come to Earth.
Yeah, just move to Earth. You don't have to get rid of the Earthlings, but they do
this is
because
this is never an option.
Never an option. It's literally asked of these people, I would say at least 7 times, and every single time they're like, well, those people are primitive, and we can't live on a planet with primitive people.
Uh-huh.
That's the only rebuttal they've ever come up with. It's really dumb. So, anyways, Queen Millennia knows about this plan, except only kind of. She was told that the planets are going to collide and Earth is going to be destroyed because it's like a third of the size of the other planet.
Right.
So she and all of the other Queen Millennias that have ever existed.
Because apparently she's like reincarnated or something.
Well, they keep sending new Queen Millennias here to do this.
I guess it's
over
more
and
like
over
a
again.
job role.
Yeah, it's a job role, but being on Earth for 1,000 years, you generally grow to like the people of that planet.
Mm-hmm.
So most all of them stick around and have secretly been building a giant spaceship inside the Earth.
To become like a Noah's Ark to ferry people to safety if Earth is destroyed.
Yeah, so there's a big fight, as you might imagine. Like everybody dies. Queen Millennia has a sister and also another guy who are both also from the home planet. Well, they both die. This other guy, he was secretly lying to her for 1,000 years. He knew the true plan, but then by the end of the movie, because he's so horny for main character Queen Millennia, he decides to die in a blaze of glory and takes out the mothership of the invading people.
Yeah.
The humans fight. It doesn't really matter.
And
blah,
the
blah,
kid
blah.
is like, oh my god, normal human person. I got to meet Queen Millennia. She was awesome. And then, like, later, he's like, oh my god, you and Queen Millennia are the same person? Gasp!
Yeah.
It's a very, like, Clark Kent situation. Clark Kent Superman kind of disguise.
Puts on glasses to completely different guy.
Yeah.
Puts on red crown, completely different lady.
Yeah, not even hiding any aspect of her face. Like, she's literally putting on, like, a little crown.
And you know what? If every woman looks exactly like this, I can't really blame him.
You know what? Fair.
It's only because he made her a love bracelet that he was able to realize it's the same person. Anyways, liar revealed. It turns out Queen Millennia ordered ship parts that were being built in the factory that exploded.
So she thinks that she's responsible for the kids' parents dying.
Yeah, but, like, whatever. Anyways, they confront the leaders of the Madel people, and they kill everybody, and Queen Millennia gets shot in the heart, and then she's naked for, like, an entire scene.
Yeah.
Oh, also, the old queens are ghosts, and they turn into ghost ships, and they're also fighting. It's all really dumb. Anyways.
There's also several earthquakes.
Oh, yeah, like, the whole time, like, the Earth is being ravaged by natural disasters because another planet is way too McHeckin close to it. Anyways, Queen Millennia dies. Maytel is defeated, and we still have 20 minutes left in the film.
Yeah. It's not over yet.
It's not over. Instead, we have to have a 10-minute funeral scene where the child is told that his love for her is pure and just, and maybe someday they'll both be reincarnated as lovers. And I'm just like, my dude, can you stop writing stories where you, as your child insert gremlin character, fall in love with a woman that is
your mom?
Ageless, or your mother, and blonde woman in every one of these stories, you do it every time.
Like, leave your mommy issues outside. We're trying to tell good stories here.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, the movie ends with a love ballad about the love for Queen Millennia. It's literally about her loving and touching someone as a child. And, like, that's a literal line from the song. And I'm like, why?
I hate it so much. It's gross.
Needless to say, I'd say skip this one.
Yeah. Again, this did not need to be 2 hours long. This was painfully boring.
The first 5 minutes... No, the first 5 minutes is just music on a bluish-black screen.
Which, you know, like, it's the opening credits and everything.
But there's no credits at that point. There's no dialogue at that point. It's literally just music on a vaguely dark screen. Mm-hmm. I think you could have cut that down to like 30 seconds at most, and we still would have gotten the idea. That's what most all of the scenes in this movie needed. Is just like, cut it down to like a quarter. It will still be slow-paced and serious, and will get the feeling that you're trying to represent, but you don't need to spend 2 minutes staring at the queen's eye while nothing moves.
Well, nothing's happening. This isn't even symbolic in any way. Like, there's just nothing to get from this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a big problem with a lot of this guy's work, especially by the time we get to this point, is that I think it's a problem that we see in a lot of directors who make it really big based on, like, one property of theirs or whatever, where they just get too big for anyone to tell them no.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And, like, you see it happen all the time, where it's like, yeah, maybe these people have, like, really good ideas or something like that, but they really work better when working with other people. And film and storytelling is something that works better when you are working as a team with a lot of different people. But when you suddenly become the creative visionary and nobody can tell you, hey, this idea kind of blows, you start getting some bad stories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's how I really feel like that's what's happened with this guy's work.
Mm-hmm.
So this is based off of his manga, which is actually the full title of it would be The New Tale of the Bamboo Cutter, Millennium Queen, which there is a point in the film where they make a direct reference to the queen as being some sort of like Princess Kaguya kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I think as a whole, this is supposed to be a modern retelling of Princess Kaguya. I don't really have much else to say about that, but
it doesn't
like,
feel like that. There was also a television series before this movie.
Yes, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, this was a 42 episode anime first that ran from 1981 to 82, and it was supposed to have 52 episodes, but it was canceled due to the ratings being bad.
Wow, who could have seen that coming?
And the film is a retelling of the anime.
A retelling.
A retelling.
Not the finale.
Not the finale. A retelling.
Nothing happened in this movie. Are you telling me they made 42 episodes where nothing happens?
Apparently, because, you know, the plot summary like that they give for like the whole story?
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 paragraphs long on Wikipedia.
That's not very long.
I think your summary was more thorough than the Wikipedia one, but it's still, like, there were supposed to be 52 episodes of this. And somehow, in a 2-hour long movie, it feels padded. Like, there is just not any story here.
Nothing happens.
To even add on to that, this is pulling a farewell to Space Battleship Yamato moment because this film has an alternate ending.
Oh my god.
Alternate bad ending.
Of course.
Right.
What happens?
Well, I mean, like in the
Or
film,
are you saying that the movie is the alternate ending compared to what happened in the anime?
yes.
Okay.
The film is the bad ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the original ending?
I don't know. I couldn't be bothered to look it up.
Okay, fair enough.
Not a bad ending. But I can tell you that in 2001, an OVA called Maytel Legend comes out and works as a tie-in so that it connects this franchise with also like Captain Harlock and the Galaxy Express 39 series by saying that, like, I could be getting some of these details wrong, but I think
Whatever,
it implies...
we're not going to experience it.
I know, but I think it implies that Queen Millennium here is the mother of Maytel in Galaxy Express 39. Which is why they look exactly the same or some shit. I don't know.
What's the explanation for all the other girls looking the exact same?
There is none. But yeah, that's Queen Millennia.
Okay.
Yep. I'm still just like baffled by the fact that this film is a retelling of the anime. That is horrendous.
Don't watch this.
Yeah, this was bad, y'all.
But join us back here next time as we watch a movie that I've seen a few comments from people saying that they are excited for.
Okay.
We are going to be watching a movie from France, West Germany, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and Hungary,
Okay.
with a couple of large studios being Jean Image Entertainment from France and Pannonia Films from Hungary.
Jean Image gets to work with Pannonia?
Apparently.
That's wrong.
Or maybe it's Image Entertainment, but I feel like it was probably Jean Image.
No, it is Image, remember?
Image?
Yeah. Do you remember what his other movies were?
No.
He's the guy who makes some really bad French movies.
I mean, yes, of course.
The other
Yes.
Aladdin that we've watched and the Johnny the Giant Killer and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Anyways, I'm curious to see what they do with all of these other studios and countries involved, because
Right.
we're going to be watching Time Masters.
Okay. Interesting. See you then.